Okay, let's talk about tables for a moment. A table constructed in HTML is a structure that is surrounded by a table opening and closing tags and contains at a minimum an opening and closing TR tag. This is a table row, which also contains at a minimum inside the TR tag, the table row, one or more TH or TD tags. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so let's create one. We'll start here, and we'll start just typing table with Atom, and we'll type TR for table row, and then we're going to create a TD for table datum, and we'll type Monday, go to the end, hit enter, type TD again, Tuesday, go to the end, hit enter again, TD, Wednesday, I think you get the idea where I'm going. Okay, this is a table with one row, and each row has 7 cells in it. These are called table datums. So let's go ahead and create a second row, TR, hit enter, and we'll type TD, we'll say 1. And to make this quite easy for us, we're just going to copy this and paste this a number of times. I think that's about 7. Now, to do one last thing, let's change the TDs here to a TH. TH stands for table header, and TD stands for table datum. Now, typical tables also have what's called a caption, so we'll add a caption. And in the caption, we'll say days of the week. Very simple stuff. Let's go ahead and copy some of the table rows a couple of times. We'll save it. Then we're going to go back to our web page. Let's go ahead and bring up the web page for a moment. Now that we have the web page brought up, let's refresh it so you can see the table. Sometimes the data in one row might need to logically stretch or span multiple columns. Now, you would do this by using the column span attribute and then specifying how the columns would be used. This would include the cell that you're currently in. Similarly, you might need the data to span more than one row or a column, and you would do this by using the row span attribute with the number of rows that you'd be taking up. Let's do a quick demonstration. Going back to our Atom browser, we'll come up here to the first TD, and we're going to add to this a column span, and we're going to say 2. And what we'll do is we'll take out the column span next to it so that we have 1. And to make this easier to see, we'll say 1 and 2. We'll save it. And this column span is going to span 2 columns, so 1 and 2. Now let's go ahead and refresh it. We'll do that by opening up our Chrome browser again. And you can see that now the column, it spans 1 and 2. Now there's also optional tags that you can use with the table. The 3 optional tags that you can use are called the header, the body, and the footer. Let's go back to Atom for a moment, and we'll add these 3 optional tags. We'll type thead, which stands for table head. We'll cut the first row. We'll paste it in. We'll come down to the next layer, and we'll type tbody. We're going to cut the last several rows. We'll paste it in the tbody. And again, tbody stands for table body. And to make this more pleasing, we'll go ahead and indent it a number of times. And then the last one we have is the tfoot, which is the table footer. And usually the table footer mimics what is in the table head. So we'll copy this, we'll come down, we'll paste it. Okay, let's go ahead and open back up our browser. and we'll take a look at what we have. When we refresh it, we see that we have a header, we have the body with one column that is spanned, and we have a footer. Okay, that's about it we have for the table tag. Okay, that's it for this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe so you can stay up on all the content being released for this course. In the next tutorial, we'll be looking at how to create images. See you then, and thanks for watching.